this test. On today's edition, we're going to do a review of the Czech NBC suit in Czech Desert Camouflage. Alright, well I was just buying some surplus recently and came across this Czech NBC suit in Desert Camouflage. And the price was next to nothing. Like it was in the $20 zone, and I've seen it on several sites on the web. Were all somewhere in $20 to $30. You can pick one of these things up. And the first thing that struck me when I got this was, at the time this thing was new in the wrapper. I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. You know, what are the uses of an NBC suit and why would I need one? Well, the truth is I don't need one. The second truth is because it was so cheap I was willing to check it out. And the third thing is, back when I was serving, a lot of times your NBC suit served as a pretty damn good warming layer. You guys know that morning you wake up, crawl out of your bag, you're just standing around, nothing's happening yet, you're freezing to death, and yeah, dip into your ruck, pull out your NBC suit, put it on, nice extra warming layer, just kind of help you get through the brisk morning chill. So this will be a little bit of an unboxing video. Let's see what's in this kit. Well, the first thing we notice here is we get a pretty decent bag. It's held together by some buckles here to just slide the strap through, and simple friction holds it in place. But then it's got Velcro under it, which is pretty cool. And then there's two internal flaps here, also held by Velcro. And then there's an internal bag inside this bag. So right off the bat, you get a bag that's useful for utility stuff. And then you take out the big internal bag. And this seems to be all zippered together. So let's unzip, see what we find. Alright. Bag seems to have a little bit of padding, and there, brand new in the wrapper, is a Czech NBC suit in Czech Desert Camouflage. Let's pull it out and see what we find. Alright. First thing we find is the tops and the bottoms. And there is some writing here. Basically it's an inventory list, or at least that's what I think it is, because it's all in Czech. And surprise to no one, I speak absolutely zero Czech. Next thing we need, it looks like we have some NBC gloves and intermittents, and the classic favorite, NBC boots. So one complete NBC set. Comes in an internal bag plus an external bag. Alright, let's go through it piece by piece. The first thing we'll go over is the outer bag. Outer bag seems to be made of good, durable polyester / nylon type construction. It is in the Czech desert pattern. There is some type of identifier right here. It's in Czech, don't know what it means. Assume it's a manufacturer's code. The combined inner flaps that flap over, and then you can seal the bag up with both Velcro and the straps on front, makes it a pretty good utility bag. This would make a great gym bag or an overnight bag just for your regular daily use. Maybe a place to keep your extra stuff is that you always keep packed up. The bag is not very rigid. It's more like a duffel bag without the insert in it. But still, heavy construction. I highly doubt you'll ever wear this thing out. Next, let's go over the internal bag. It fills up the complete internal volume of the outer bag. And it is in an olive drab color. Seems to be, by the tag, if I'm reading my Czech right, polyester. And inside it seems to have a plasticized or rubberized material. There seems between the layers to be a little bit of insulation or padding. I bet in extremis, worthy of a future test for sure, this could be used as a small little field cooler inside that bag. Might be worth checking out. It's a great way to take your drinks and sandwiches to the game, or when the kids have their outings or something like that. Might have a free cooler here. First for military surplus. Next you get the boots. Or actually I should say the over boots. You get two of them. They're universal, they're not left or right. And they're clearly designed to fit over your boot and then be laced up. hence laces, eyelets, and all that. So it's designed to keep out the chemical nastiness, protect your boots, and this would work well in the winter. Good set of galoshes on wet weather. So yeah, not bad for the boots. And of course, you get two. All right, finally you get down to the NBC suit itself. Before peeling open the bag here, it appears to have a top and a bottom. Let's see if we get what we paid for. Now, while your gloves were rubberized material and so were the booties and were black accordingly, here the actual NBC suit is in Czech desert camouflage. And we have here, looks to be a pair of trousers. Actually, I lied. What we have here is the top. And a pair of trousers. The other cool thing is you get a set of suspenders with these. And they're not joking here. These are a real set of suspenders. Notice leather button tabs, metal adjustments on them, real leather yokes, real metal O-rings. Not the little piece of cotton webbing that you just tie off that you normally get with a US NBC suit. And when I say normally the US NBC suit, I'm going to date myself a little bit because I'm a Desert Storm era guy. I'm telling you what we got back then. This is way better. All right, one of the first things about the pants I noticed when I open them up, there is an internal liner. That OD material you're seeing there, not so well in the picture. It's not coming out on camera the greatest because I can't get the best angle here. But that's a liner that protects you from the charcoal. I remember on the old US NBC suits and even the British ones we got issued over in the desert, but there was no liner. So you'd put the thing on, move around in a bit, or sweat, which you will definitely do. You'd be covered in the black charcoal that was leaching out of the material. This looks like it won't happen here. This just looks like a pretty good insulated pair of pants, which is pretty good. And it shows you an advantage of desert camo, because look at your browns and your tans. In a woodland area, when a lot of your leaves have fallen, you're left with browns and tans. You have insulated camouflage that's probably going to work real well with the season. This will be tested in a future video, don't worry. Now, the pants don't seem to have a zipper per se. The most they have is this little strip of Velcro that takes up the slack, and then you have a spot for your suspenders. And you have a spot in the back and a spot in the front. All right, so I've gone ahead and put the pants on, and they fit pretty decently. I guessed at the size, so I guess I must have guessed well. Although with this Velcro piece right here, it allows, as you can see, some very generous allotments. So whatever size you pick will probably fit. It just merely forms a belt. Your suspenders here help keep the things up. They seem to be pretty good. They have external pockets, so you can put things on the outside that you may need. Down below, they're rubberized at the bottom, so you can get a good seal around your boots, and they have Velcro to do that same effect. And you just tighten them down as such. All right, the coat here now gives you a better view of what the lining I couldn't show you on the pants. And like I said, it's green fabric. In between it and the outer layer here are rows of charcoal lining, and that's what keeps the chemical agent out of the suit, getting inside and turning you into a zombie. With the vest off, you get a little bit better appreciation for the features, so let's go over them again. Down here at the bottom, you have the strap here that goes under your crotch and then comes up into the Velcro that's here at the zipper, and that keeps that from riding up. So in an NBC environment, you don't want chemicals seeping in when you bend over. This prevents that. You also get waist cinches to be able to tighten things down. You get another cinch cord around the waist to tighten it up on your body. Out here on the arms, you have Velcro to tighten the sleeves down over your rubber gloves, just like you did with the leg, on your leg booties, excuse me. And up here at the hood, You get 2 cinch downs to cinch it down tight around your mask, and that zipper actually comes up all the way and attaches up here. So covers a lot of ground. All right, here I am in the top, and let me tell you, I'm already feeling warm. This is in desert camouflage. This would seriously suck to put on in the desert. I think the chemical weapon that this is designed to defeat would invariably have the suit end up killing you as you dehydrate inside of it. Like I said, I'm already warm. This is already proving my theory. This will be a pretty good overgarment on a cold day when you're out in the woods. Like I said, we're going to have to test that in a future video, but my hypothesis is this is going to keep me toasty warm. But enough, I digress. Let's go ahead over the features. Well, the first you've got is a big zipper right down the side here. And it goes all the way up and down and then covers up with a Velcro flap so that the chemical or wetness can't leach through the zipper. And this goes technically all the way up around your face because it works on the assumption that you'll have the hood deployed and have a gas mask on, which if you think I'm putting a gas mask on, you're freaking high. Did that enough over in the desert, not doing it again. Also on this vest, top, you have pocket right here on the front, pretty spacious. And you have Velcro right here for, I guess, badges of rank or whatever. And then over on this side, you have Velcro for looks for name tape and another piece of Velcro for some type of recognition symbol, jump wings, whatever. Which I guess is pretty thin because we all look the same in gas masks, so having your name on your suit probably goes a long way towards help keeping accountability. And as you know, NCOs are always about accountability. So I got this whole setup, plus the booties, plus the gloves, plus the bag, plus the carrying bag, and it was in the mid-20s for me. I thought I got the deal of the century, but the truth is I looked online and there are several places offering this brand new in the wrapper, as you saw me take out in this video, for under $30. The cheapest I saw was like $22, highest price I saw was like $28, $29. Throw in some shipping and handling, of course. But is this a deal? Well, it's a deal if you need an NBC suit. If you don't need an NBC suit, this is still a pretty good deal. As I said, I'm going to go test this out as an insulation layer, outer garment, in the wintertime, and I've got a feeling it's going to work. If you're in a desert environment, well, clearly you have desert camouflage. This will work out pretty good for you. I can tell you several times being out in the desert during desert brutality that it was below freezing in the morning, and having a nice big overgarment to put on because it would heat up quickly in the day, this fits the bill. And let's be honest, for the price and what it's intended for, if it gets dirty, soiled, torn up, you spent less than 30 bucks, do you really care? You get a set of galoshes essentially for it, free rain boots, and you get some gloves for the next time you're doing something nasty if you want to use them. Additionally, you get a bag system that could function as a cooler. Again, we're going to test in that. And if nothing else, a great overnight bag. You could put this in the back of your car as a survival item. You get stranded, cold day, car's not running, you've got no heat, pull this thing out, it's going to go a long way towards keeping you warm. And certain parts of it will go a long way towards keeping you dry, i.e. your feet and your hands. So for in the $20 to $30 range, this is a pretty utilitarian thing. And while you hopefully don't need this for nuclear, biological, or chemical protection, it does serve a lot of other functions. And if you've got the spare change, I highly recommend you go out and pick this up. We hope you found this coverage of the Czech Desert Camouflage NBC suit helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future reviews of weird stuff like this. Perhaps the most surprising part of this is it all went back into the same bag it came out of. I don't ever remember that back when I had NBC suits issued to me. So just another bonus to this product.